Earl Thomas. Yeah, you said you and your boys were pissed about everybody talking about the Browns. Well, it didn't show it. Harbaugh looked confused on the sideline. He looked dejected. 2 straight losses by the Ravens. They are who we thought they were. You know, the Ravens thought they were just going to come to home and the Browns were going to show up and take a beat down. That's what they thought. And didn't you know that this Cleveland Browns team, who was horribly coached the first couple games of the season, and right now, well, they're starting to hit their stride. Baker, GX Mayfield, played about as good as you can play against that defense. Made all the throws. He had one interception. It was Jarvis Landry's fault. He stopped. He wanted to get hit. It was a good game played by Cleveland. The defense proved why Lamar Jackson is a running back playing quarterback. I don't know why Baltimore, you just can't sustain. Now everyone's going to use Cleveland's blueprint. Everyone's using Cleveland. Tampa Bay used Cleveland's blueprint against the Rams. And now everyone's going to use Cleveland's blueprint against the Ravens. Ravens are done. They're done. Lamar Jackson, listen, he did improve his throwing mechanics, but he's garbage. He's not a running back. He's a running back. He's not a quarterback. And you're starting to see the fruits of Mayfield right now. You got to understand something about Mayfield. You asking a second-year quarterback with all these shiny toys. Did you notice Mayfield opened the game, spread like 6 different receivers before he even hit Beckham? You're asking a second-year quarterback to do all this stuff. That's a lot to ask, but I'm going to tell you something he's mastering right now. Freddie Kitchens' game plan was just excellent. Halftime came, we had a 10-7 lead. What we did is basically we roughed up the Ravens in their own house. We got physical with them. They didn't like it. And Freddie Kitchens made a halftime adjustment, obviously, and we blew them out 40-18. That last score don't count. 40-18. Nick Chubb, best running back in football. Baker GX Mayfield, top 5 quarterback. He's not bad. He's not as good as Mahomes, but he's up there. You're seeing why now. Defense might be the best in the NFL. Steve Wilkes, my hat's off to you. We'll name another team that can miss all their starters, their whole starting secondary last week and hold the Rams to 20. And then this week, lose their 2 starting cornerbacks and then just hold the Ravens down, who were the number 1 ranked offense in the National Football League. And the Cleveland Browns destroyed them, obliterated them. And they had a good defense too, but Cleveland, 580 yards on them? Freddie Kitchens, you know what happened? Freddie Kitchens started calling plays. Now, I will say this. When they cut the lead down to 6, which, by the way, was a dumb move by Harbaugh to go for 2, even though he got it. If you don't get it, you got to score 4 fucking times. You got to cross that goal line 4 times to have a chance to tie. But when it got down to 6, I looked at Cleveland and I said, listen, Kitchens, man, you know, good teams, they go for the throat here. The Patriots would put their foot on the gas. And Nick Chubb, 88-yard touchdown run. 3 touchdowns on the day. And after that, the Ravens couldn't respond. They went for it on 4th down, got denied, and Cleveland just, Austin Seibert, field goal kicker. What a beast. It's unbelievable. You're starting to see. Now, the Browns offense, I will say, listen, let me say something real fast. Hollywood Higgins is not playing. Antonio Callaway's not playing. Kareem Hunt's not playing. David Njoku's not playing. We're missing 4 starters on offense. Think about that. Name another team with 4 starters minus on offense that can do what we did. Not many at all. Jesus. Ricky Seals-Jones, the guy out of Texas A&M, he was a wide receiver in college. I think he may be an upgrade. I know Njoku's good, but I think he may be an upgrade over Njoku for the simple fact is this guy's got great hands, and he seems like a better blocker. But I tell you, he had a great game. He was a great receiver in college, and the Browns picked him up. We got so many weapons offensively. I know we got the 49ers next, but I'm looking forward to the Patriots. I'm looking forward to be the only team in the National Football League to hang 5 TDs on the Patriots. We're going to the Foxborough. You know what we're going to do? We're going to end Tom Brady's career. Myles Garrett's going to probably put him out for probably ever. He's probably hurt him and never come back. Seriously, Myles Garrett's going to sack Tom Brady, and he's done for the season. I see it. And we're going to score about 40 points on that team. It's Cleveland's time now. Trust me. And Tony Dungy said it best. We're playing about 60% right now. Our offense is about 60%. When we hit that 90% percentile, it's going to be unstoppable. Wait till we get everybody healthy. It's going to be Derek Willis, listen, you tried. You blew the game last week. You should have caught that ball in the end zone at the final play. Mayfield made a perfect strike. You let the guy intercept it. And today, you had a perfectly thrown ball by Odell Beckham Jr. right through your hands. Would have been great. And if you weren't dropping balls, you're having penalties. Oh, by the way, what a great play call by, I've never seen that before. Reverse, Landry gets it, and it was going to be an option to Beckham, and Landry kept it, and I did not know Landry was as fast as he was, because he had another gear fucking speed. So, Baltimore, you guys thought, Harbaugh, you guys thought you were just going to have a cakewalk. You got punched in the mouth, and you didn't respond well. And we own you guys. We're in first place right now. The Cleveland Browns, 1 quarter through the season, after all the Browns are done, they're overrated, Mayfield sucks, he's overrated. 1 quarter into the season, the Cleveland Browns stand alone in first place in the AFC North. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Now, we have a brutal stretch coming up. San Fran, New England, and Seattle. Or is it San Fran, Seattle, New England? Either way, it's 3 W's. Stacked, 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 stacked. Tony Dungy said it best. When this team starts, it's going to take a while for them to gel offensively. When they do, look out. They're going to be great. Mayfield played good. He played good. That interception wasn't his fault. It was Landry's fault. He didn't want to get hit. He played good. I don't like it. And the concussion protocol's retarded. I mean, you got a guy like Landry. What if we really needed him at the end of the game? We couldn't play him because of the... I don't like that protocol. The NFL was a barbaric sport long before Roger Goodell came, and he's ruining the fucking sport. Oh, by the way, Sean McDermott said there's no place in football for what the guy for the Patriots did to Josh Allen. What are you talking about? That's a legal hit in the 90s, you dumbass. That's what football used to be, and that's how it should be. These guys are paid handsomely. They're rewarded with more money than me and you will ever see in our lives, and you're crying about it? I mean, hey, that's how football used to be played all the time. That's why the NFL has so many passing records right now. Quarterbacks don't have to worry about being hit. Myles Garrett, hey, he had a rough game. 6'8", 350-pound guy you went up against. He got the better of you. But Olivier Vernon, Deverell Lawrence, and Ogunjobi, y'all did your point. Your defense was really good. Steve Wilkes, take my hat off to you. You really did a hell of a job. Freddie Kitchen, take my hat off to you. You really did a hell of a job at halftime. You did what you were supposed to do, make an adjustment, and you did it. John Harbaugh, you're arrogant. I noticed something. You're arrogant. What would possess the Ravens to build around a running back playing quarterback? It's not sustainable. And I'll say this for Lamar Jackson. He did improve his throwing mechanics, no doubt. And he is a dangerous runner. I think he's more dangerous than Michael Vick. I believe if they wanted to run him more, but he's going to get injured. You keep running them. But he's a good runner. But that's the thing. He gets injured. You bring it back up in to run that same offense. It's not going to work because you don't have the firepower the Browns have. The Browns are loaded. And a lot of people say, well, they're loaded. They should be scoring tons of points. Well, you got to figure out how to use all the weapons at your disposal. I mean, it's like being in a Call of Duty game and you got all these fucking classes. Well, which class do I want to pick? I mean, you're like a 10th Prestige. You're like 402 Thunder. You're like, I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. And then you say, hey, nephews, what do I do? You go camp in the corner. The Browns right now are learning what weapons to use. So we haven't even touched the surface of what this team's capable of and what they will be around week 10 or 12. You got to think Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in that backfield. That's scary. Odell Beckham, Landry, Hollywood Higgins, Callaway. Just think, that's an all-star unit. I mean, that's I remember the Patriots fans up. Oh, we got AB and Josh Gordon. We got the best receiving tandem in there. How long did that last? That wasn't even the best receiving tandem. Josh Gordon is not the same player he was in Cleveland. He's good, but he's not the same player. I'm shocked at how slow and lethargic Josh Gordon is. So, the best offense. Oh, my God. I just thought about it. Could you imagine if Patrice Mahomes was on Cleveland with these weapons? Because Patrice Mahomes is the best quarterback in football right now. Mayfield's probably about the 5th or 6th best, but Patrice Mahomes is the best quarterback by far. By far. So, it's only going to get better. Mayfield's just going to get better. Like I say, last year he was throwing to everybody. Now, they're starting to go away from Odell. He gets involved, whatever. He's involved or not, but it's about winning. And Odell understands that because I talked to him on the phone earlier. He said, more power to him. He don't care. So, what did we learn today? The Baltimore Ravens are who we thought they were, and the Cleveland Browns are who we thought they were. They are a dominant unit with a great defense and an offense just hitting at 60% right now that scored 40 points on a top 5 defense in the National Football League, and they held the number 1 offense to like 300 yards below their average. They shut down Lamar Jackson. He threw, 3 interceptions, 2 or 3, whatever. He was a non-factor. And we had him in shambles fighting amongst themselves on the sidelines. And John Harbaugh, You know you have the ultimate respect when this guy's going for two because he knows he couldn't stop our offense. That's how good we are. And you seen that Bengal fan. Oh, he hates Mayfield. Yeah, I was talking to him all during the game. He's texting me, yeah, your defense is good. You guys got a good team. And then all of a sudden, when we start blowing them out, yeah, Mayfield's going to be your downfall. Hey, Mayfield didn't play like, hey, Mayfield was not playing good earlier this year. There's no doubt. But you see what he did today. He played good. Not great, but good. And there's going to be great games on the horizon for him, you can tell. He's definitely out of my doghouse. Baker GX Mayfield. I knew Mayfield. You know how I know he watched the video? Because I talked to Odell, and he's like, yo, Press, he did watch that video, and he said to tell you that he's got something for me. So that's how I knew he was going to watch it. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. Odell told me to make a video like that, so I did that. So we learned that the Cleveland Browns are first place in the division. Pittsburgh Steelers are non-factors, even if they win tomorrow. Cincinnati Bengals are a non-entity. Bengal fan. And Baker Jakes Mayfield is a top 5 quarterback. And the Cleveland Browns offense, running at 60%, scoring 40 points against top 5 defense. Wait till they get about 90 percentile and everybody healthy. It's going to be scary. Ricky Seals-Jones, excellent game. Austin Seabrook, field goal kicker, excellent game. I no longer worry about place kicking. I don't worry about it. Field goal, I know you're good for it. And this is the first game this year, besides the opener, because I wasn't worried about Mayfield, but against the Jets and the Rams, I was actually nervous when he dropped back thinking he'd throw an interception. This is the first game I had no fear of him throwing an interception. I knew whatever he did was going to be the right call. So, I know people want to see the Browns lose because of my videos, but you got to understand something. I don't get mad like I used to. It's just, I'm just relaxed now. I'm in a better spot than I was 3 or 4 years ago. So, do I get mad and wish diseases on people? Yes, I get mad, and I do that, but you're never going to see a video of me getting mad again like that. I'm in a better place. So, Ravens should have kept Joe Flacco. Now you got a running back playing quarterback who just ain't that good. I make people eat words. I make people eat the words. I make people eat the words. Yeah. Yeah, let the NFL try marketing him.